Hey, good morning, everybody. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having an awesome day. First and foremost, happy 4th of July to all my American friends and family out there. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. I hope that it's a safe one. I hope that you guys enjoy every moment of it. You're awesome. So, my name is David, and today we are going to be chatting and just hanging out and getting to know each other. I'm going to share some stories with you. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I'm doing and where I come from and why I love digital marketing. So I hope that you guys are going to be enjoying this. Jump in, say hello, and we'll kind of go from there. So a little bit about my background to start off with, guys. First and foremost, I want to let you know that I come from the security background. I used to work private security, and I did that for 12 years. 10 years of that, I was in and out of every single jail and penitentiary throughout Ontario. And I am very proud to tell you that I have never committed a crime in order to do that. So, guys, if you've ever worked in security or known anybody that has, you know that there's no security in security to start with. You're always on call. You finish one shift, and you get a call saying, "Hey, we need you to cover this shift, and we need you to do this," right? So, you think that you get some time off, but really you're pretty much on call most of the time. Now, my wife and I, we worked hard. She had a full-time job, I had a full-time job, and we were just barely getting by. And I know a lot of people like that. A lot of people who work really hard, especially Gen Xers. Gen Xers are that sandwich generation. We've got kids, they're grown, and some of us have grandkids now. We have aging parents that we're taking care of. And, we are the backup plan for a lot of people. And, we'll do it without a second thought and happy to do so. But at night, we're sitting there, we're running numbers in our head. We're trying to figure out what we need to do in order to retire comfortably, to be able to help people without even thinking twice about it. Now, I've been there. I understand that. I understand that stress. Sitting in a parking lot at work. 5 minutes before work, sitting there looking in the mirror and really thinking to myself, is this really it? Is this what I'm going to end up doing? Is this how I'm going to get through the rest of my life? And I got to tell you, I didn't want that. It stressed me out beyond belief. And I'm sure there are other people who've been there or have done that recently. Like, do you just get through work to get through the week? And the weekend comes, you think, okay, I've got a couple of days, and Saturday, kind of like, I can finally breathe a bit, do some things, spend a little bit of time with the wife, with the spouse, and then Sunday comes around, and, Sunday night, dinner time, you start thinking about work again. It's all the stress you got to go through, the driving to work, and the people you got to deal with, and stuff. Like, nobody should have to live that way. Okay. That's not the way life should be as far as I'm concerned. So, as I said, guys, I got burnt out. Okay, I'll be honest with you. I was dealing with people that were not good people. And, I was stressed out, I was burnt out, and I knew I needed to make a change. And that's why I started looking for opportunities working from home. And I'm really happy to tell you that I did find something, many years ago, and I did very well with it, but it was in the MLM world. And I'm very thankful for it. And if you're in the MLM world and you're doing great, awesome, guys, congratulations. But there were some problems for me. Number one, I was always on the phone, and I didn't like being on the phone all the time. I was always chasing people. If I wasn't on the phone, I wasn't making money. And, if I wasn't buying products, then I wasn't making full amount. I was making 25 to 50% if I was lucky. And I thought that was good, but then I found out it's not that great. Excuse me. And I realized that there had to be something more. I think the moment it changed everything for me was I was working for a major company, doing really well. My wife and I had done very well with this company. And one day the company turned around and sent out a mass email and said, "Hey, we decided we're changing the way we do our business. So everything that you've done, we appreciate, but you can't do that anymore." That's when I knew I needed to change. And guys, I'm so thankful that I found digital marketing. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. I want to talk to you about the opportunity to take control of your life, right? I'm going to talk to you about the Legacy Builder program. That's the program that I'm using. And the way I found it was I was seriously considering going back to work. and I just happened to see a post on Facebook from one of my mentors, and he was talking about this digital marketing and how people were building this business working 2 hours a day. I thought, this is cool. Okay. And there was this blueprint and stuff. I was like, okay, I need to reach out and find out more. So I did. And he basically told me, you know what? Go to the website, click on it, put your email in, watch some videos. I'll send you the 10K and 30-day blueprint, and you can make an informed decision at that point. If you got questions afterwards, I'm happy to answer. I went, okay, this is cool. This is what I need. I need something that's duplicatable. So if I do that, then others will do that. That was my headspace. So I was like, okay, let's do that. So I went, clicked on the link. I put my email in. I watched some videos, got very excited. I got the 10K and 30-day blueprint. And I was like, this is awesome. This is exactly what I'm looking for. First of all, there's a 2-hour workday plan. Okay, this blueprint shows you exactly what you need to do in those 2 hours to build an automated online business. And I needed that. I needed a plan to follow. Otherwise, I'm like Doug the dog, and up, I kind of get distracted really easily. But if I have a plan in front of me, it shows me exactly what I need to do. I knew I could follow that, right? And that excited me, right? I love the fact that we have this huge community of people who are doing this business from all over the world. Now, that really excited me as well, because it didn't matter if you're 18 to 80. It doesn't matter what your education is. It doesn't matter what you do for a job, right? You can be a security guard like me. You could be a garbage collector, a homemaker, a pilot, whatever it is that you're doing, you can do this. And that really excited me because I saw this community, and now it's like over 60,000 people. And at the time, it was like, wow, this is awesome. I love this idea. Guys, I love the fact that the training is step by step. It teaches you and walks you through everything you need to know, right? It's not like, here, take this, good luck. It walks you through. And once you've gone through the training, then you become a certified reseller for these digital products. Now, guys, let's talk about digital products. Digital products are the way to go. Okay. I used to have to ship out products every time when somebody signed up and wanted to get started. And you have to wait 2-3 days if you're lucky, and they get them and then maybe try to get them back on the phone and stuff. Here, you don't have to do that, guys. People get signed up, they get started right away. You don't even have to be there to get them started. We have automation. It does all that heavy lifting for you in the background. Now, like I said, let me just clarify something right away. You do still have to do the work, but after those 2 hours, the system's working in the background. Okay, it's sending out emails, it's doing follow-ups, it's showing videos, it's getting people started. Guys, this is the power of automation. Okay, if you don't have automation in your business, you're missing out on something. And we have that automation, and that's so exciting, guys. Another thing I loved, guys, this is 100% profit. That means everything that you sell, you make 100% profit. Okay. Now imagine this: you're sitting at your kid's baseball game or a tournament over the weekend, and you get notifications that, hey, somebody just signed up. Hey, somebody else just signed up. This is the power. You get leads when you're sleeping. You get people signing up when you're sleeping, when you're eating, or you're still at your job. Guys, this is the power of the automation. Okay. This gives you great income, but it also gives you options. It gives you options to do the things you want to do. Whether it is, traveling more, saving for retirement, helping the kids, making sure you're there for more events for the family, whatever it is that you want, guys, this gives you the options to do. And that's the powerful thing about this. So all you need to do, guys, if this is clicking and you're going, yes, this is me, this is what I need, this is what I've been looking for, Dave, this hits all my buttons, then all you need to do is click the link in my profile or click the link down below and put in your information, okay? And then watch the videos just like I did, get the 10K and 30-day blueprint just like I did, get started just like I did. It's really that simple, guys, okay? I don't want to make it difficult because it is really that simple. You just need to be willing to put in the time. We can all find 2 hours throughout a day to build an automated online business. That's the power of automation, okay? So if you're tired of always being on, it's time to build something that works when you don't. Guys, I hope you're having an awesome day, and I will look forward to speaking with you again very, very soon. Take care.